Okay, so here's my short video on troubleshooting an SR60V. Uh, I'm gonna use an SR30V here because this is the only machine that I have right now in my plan. So first of all, I'm gonna check if my temperature reading when I'm cold and when it's supposed to be the ambient temperature, is it really 75 Fahrenheit in my plant? So if it's hotter in my plant, it's gonna tell me something hotter. So this is when it's cold, supposed to be the ambient temperature. If it's too high or too low, as opposed to the ambient temperature, this could be a problem. So this is one thing to troubleshoot. After that, that will be the first point. Second point would be to check if my temperature setting is okay for my application. If it is, okay. So boom, boom. Number of hours for the oil. I should change the oil every 2000 hours and have the proper amount of oil also. Proper amount of oil I can, yep, I can get the breather out, use something like a zip tie. And I should have, well, I don't have enough in my machine, but I should have an inch when it's cold in the accumulation tank. So here I can see that I don't have enough. I will add some to my machine, but I need to have at least an inch. Good. If I have too much anyway, it's a breather, so it will expand. It can leak, but it's not a big thing. So this is the oil. After that, the gasket. During the operation, I want to be sure that my gasket is not leaking. So during operation, I would check if there's any leak. Electric leak. Can show you. First of all, you have to get the top out, but after that, you're going to the electrical box. In there it's going to be a bit different because you have an SR60, but here in my 30 you can see there's here a little breaker, and I can push on that breaker. If I hear a click, it means that it was engaged, and I don't want it to be engaged. I want to be sure that it's not clicking at all. If it clicks, it means that I have my safety on to prevent my boiler to go higher than 40 Fahrenheit. Not 40, 400 Fahrenheit. During operation, I also want to monitor if my solid state relay here opens up. Means that when it's opening up, I will see the green LED that will light up on top of it. So if it's burned out, I will not see the LED. In terms of monitoring the amperage, it would be just after my solid state relay. My motor, it has to run. The fins in my condenser has to be super clean so I can blow air in it to clean the dust out. Okay, my vacuum, I have a gauge here on my clean tank. I want at least 20 inches of mercury. Ball valve always closed, so if it's open I will not get any ventry. So if I start my cycle, start the cycle, my vacuum climbs up. I don't feel any leaks. My motor is running right. And the vacuum should climb up at this speed or faster. If it's climbing up slowly, let's say 5 minutes to get there, means that you could have some contaminant in your condenser. So you will need to do some batches of clean solvent, completely clean solvent, a couple of batches just to clean the condenser. So you can see mine is over 20 already. It's a good vacuum there. If you have the option of a foam grill, you have to assure that it's super clean. So if it's clogged and dirty, it could prevent the vapor from going into your condenser. So if you have this option, you want it to have it super clean. So I'm all good here. I can. Yep. So one last thing that I wanted to mention is if you have a ball valve, it will, and it's open, you will lose vacuum. So this could be a point where you want to see if there's leaks. When you install your bag, you want to be sure that you do not cover this fitting here, because if you do cover with the bag, you will prevent any vapor from going into your condenser. So when you install your bag, you want to flip it on the inside, and if you feel that there's too much going inside and it could flap over during the operation, you can use like a utility knife and do a cutout just to be sure that it does not block, because if you block the vapor, you understand that the vapor will not go into your condenser, into your tank here. Okay, that's about it.